if you're only leaning on the developers just to do the coding, you know, you're really missing out about half of their value. I think there's a lot of creativity and a lot of imagination and a lot of understanding of the way the product currently works that they
Mm-hmm.
can bring to that conversation and offer suggestions about where it could go. So, you know, the engineers, I think, are often, you know, the single best source of innovation, but yet they're often not invited to the party. You know, they're not part of that conversation, and that's really what this amounts to. And you know, we've been talking about requirements a as an example of where this is missing, but it goes way beyond that. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I had you know, an experience years ago. I was working in an oil and gas company, and I had responsibility for a bunch of different development teams, and one of them was supporting the drilling operations. And
Mm.
the team was working on some features that would be for applications that would be being used out on the drill rig itself. And there was a lot of work that was starting to go into this. And at some point, we said, let's plan a trip. Let's actually go out to an active drilling rig. Had to get permission and special protective equipment and all that to be on the deck. But we went out there to see what the operating environment looked like. And oh my gosh, it was so loud, so chaotic that typical user interfaces were just not possible. And we
Mm.
were already anticipating that, you know, we were going to build an application just like everybody else had ever built. And we realized this was not going to work for them at all. So that trip, not only did it clarify what these customers actually need, but it created a sense of empathy within the team for what these particular customers needed to be successful. And they went back and they said, oh my gosh, we really got to rethink this. We got to be really creative about what the user experience looks and feels like, because our traditional thinking is just not going to work here.